The true key to transforming your reality does lie within you, and any person who is not happy with their current life circumstances has failed to realize that if they wish to change their reality, they need to change themselves. You need to change what's in front of the mirror if you are unhappy with the reflection. In this video, I want to go over some of the key principles pertaining to self-development and how you can implement these principles into your own life so you can really start striving towards becoming the person that you know you can be. First and foremost, the fact that you even clicked on this video separates you from a lot of people, because it shows that you are seeking this type of information, that you have a desire in place, and that you truly do want to make a change. Most people nowadays don't even have the attention span to watch a video like this through. So from that perspective, you have genuinely already gained my respect. So credit to you. First step to truly changing yourself is to getting rid of brain fog. Okay, if you don't know what brain fog is, I'm sure at some point in your life you have experienced brain fog. It's essentially when there just isn't as much mental clarity as you would hope for there to be. Right? Maybe you have a little bit of short-term memory, like things are just like a bit foggy in your mind. You know, you'll have an idea at one moment and then you'll kind of like forget it. You can't seem to find the right words when you're conversating with people, right? So first things first, you need to get rid of brain fog. How do you get rid of brain fog? There's so many ways, man. First of all, it starts with diet. You need to be eating cleaner foods. You can't be eating none of these processed foods with all these preservatives and additives and all these different things. You need to eat foods from the earth. That's just what it is, man. Yo, like most food that's available to us nowadays, bro, it's all man-made food. You know, like so many of these foods, like if you take a McDonald's burger, for example, you leave that burger out for a month, that burger will look the exact same. Okay? That's just facts. Like, I'm sure y'all have seen the McDonald's documentaries. We used to watch those back in school. That's not real food, y'all. Real food rots. Okay, so you need to stop eating these processed foods. You need to eat clean foods regularly, okay? And not only will this clear up a lot of the brain fog that you're experiencing, but it'll also reduce like the cravings that you have for these bad foods. You need to reset your palate, okay? And you know, I feel like a lot of people out here, like they worry that, you know, they can't get satisfied from food if they aren't eating like these type of processed foods or whatever it is. Nah, man, there's so many nourishing, delicious foods out there. You just gotta like, you know, find your rhythm, find what works for you. You should check out my girl Ellie Jane's channel, where she's a food content creator. Check out her channel, man. She has so many amazing recipes on there, plant-based recipes that are, again, just super nourishing, filling, and you know, foods that you can look forward to. So go ahead and check that out. But with that being said, now that you have like got the clean diet in place and you know what type of foods agree with you and foods that you like and enjoy, it's very important to be very strategic with when you are eating, okay? You don't want to be going to sleep on a full stomach, y'all. You need to give yourself that digestion period so you can rest efficiently, because if you have a full stomach and you go to sleep, okay, your body is essentially still digesting as you're sleeping. So you're not completely resting, your body is working, right? So try and have earlier dinners, give yourself like a nice period to fast before you go to bed, and that will ensure that you not only rest more efficiently and feel better the next morning, but also eliminate a lot of this brain fog that we're talking about. Okay, so you just need an overall cleaner lifestyle. And of course, with a cleaner lifestyle comes fitness. You gotta be working out, you guys, but don't get it twisted. You don't need to be working out 7 days a week. And I think that's the misconception, okay? You don't need to be working out every single day. If you can just establish a fitness routine that is sustainable long-term, that's all you need. For me, 4 days a week is like the sweet spot for working out. And then days when I'm like not working out or whatever, like the other 3, I'll go on like really long walks, you know, try to get in like 10 to 20K steps. I think that's like solid. Or you'll go for like a little light jog or like do some stretching. So that way it can be sustainable, right? Because I feel like a lot of people, what they tend to do is like they'll go to the gym for like 7 days and then they'll burn out and then they'll take a month off. It's like, right, you're not doing yourself any good by doing that. You got to keep it sustainable, right? And those people who are essentially going 7 days a week, it's almost like they're trying to play catch up because they know that they've been off routine for so long just to fall off routine again, right? So that doesn't work. Sustainability, efficiency will make it more effective. So now that you have cleaned up your lifestyle, okay, you've eliminated a lot of brain fog through a cleaner diet, fitness, eating earlier, right, to make sure that you have that digestion period. Now you just have to really establish that routine and remain dedicated to that routine. Be consistent with it. You will eliminate a lot of brain fog sooner than you think. But if you're someone who has like a lot of brain fog, and you're looking for something a little more intense, and I know most of you guys won't do this because it might be a little more intense for a lot of people, but this will eliminate brain fog instantaneously. Raw vegan cleanse, okay? Again, I know most of y'all won't take action on this, and it's totally cool. I'm just putting it out there so you are aware. If you go like 2 to 4 days, I would say like 3 days is like a nice middle, right? Obviously 3 days on a raw vegan cleanse, meaning you only eat raw fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts. It's crazy like how much brain fog you will eliminate. Or if you even want to just like only do it for a day, I would suggest just completely fasting, like going on like a water fast for like a day. You will be pretty drained, but you will wake up the next morning with a lot of mental clarity. So now that you've been working towards, cleaning up your lifestyle, giving yourself an internal cleanse, and feeling good physically and mentally, you need to define your goals, and you need to be extremely clear about what these goals are and why, okay? You have to be very intentional. So write them out if you have to. Actually, I suggest writing them out. Grab a pen and paper, keep it old school, or if you even want to just write notes in your phone, run that too. But you need to write out what it is that you want and why, okay? Again, people can say like, oh, like I want money, but it's not money you want, y'all. It's what money can do for you, okay? So what is it that the money can do that you want it for? You want to be able to take care of your family. How so? What do you want to be able to do for your family? Where do you want to be able to take your family? You want to go on vacation? Or you want to travel the world? Where are you trying to go? How long? What type of place are you trying to stay in? Get very clear on these goals. Write them out, okay? So I think it goes without saying, in order to truly change yourself and to be proud of the person that you're becoming, it really does start with discipline. And the way that I personally define what discipline is the ability to do things consistently, regardless of how you feel. Right? Because as humans, we're going to have days where we feel great. We're going to have days where we feel not so great, and maybe not even for an apparent reason. It's just like, we've all had those days where you just kind of like wake up in the morning, your energy isn't at its best as far as how you're feeling. You might not be like in the best mood, but is that going to define your workflow for the day? Like, oh, I woke up this morning, not feeling the best. Yeah, I don't feel like working out. No, it doesn't matter, right? So if this is you, if you're the type of person who kind of makes excuses when, you're not feeling like you're in your best state, this is something you have to work on immediately. But the best part about this is that this ability really does translate into all areas of life, right? And once you train yourself to be able to overcome that hurdle of like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyways, you become a lot stronger mentally. And I think another huge point is constant learning. There are so many forms of education nowadays. You can listen to podcasts like Audibles, right? You can consume content like this. Of course, you can read books, you can find a mentor, but you need to constantly be learning and dedicate time to learning every single day. I think content is so powerful, and a lot of good can come from consuming content, but only if you're intentional with it. Because you go into a homepage of YouTube, or you go into an explore page of Instagram. There are so many things that are just battling for our attention. So it's so important that you're conscious of your choices as far as what it is that you're consuming and why, and when as well. Like, you can't be consuming content like first thing in the morning or like right before you go to bed. I don't think that's the most ideal. I personally don't do that myself, and I wouldn't suggest doing that. I think there are times throughout the day where you can dedicate that time to consuming content if that is your form of, education or learning for that day. But make it a conscious choice and keep it consistent as far as, your forms of learning and, switching it up. But like dedicate like a certain time window within each day to just learn. Even if it's only for 15 minutes, it goes such a long way, y'all. Like, to just like keeping the routine going, right? I'll give an example. There will be days where, I'm pretty busy with my business or whatever, and a lot of unexpected things present themselves, and they're pretty time sensitive and urgent. So like, I would plan to go to the gym for maybe a couple hours, and I wouldn't have that time to be able to go. But instead of going for a couple hours, I will literally get there and work out with the amount of time that I have to work with. So even if it's 15 minutes, and that 15 minutes goes such a long way to be able to just, again, reaffirm the discipline, the routine, to sharpen it up, and to keep the body used to dedicating time in every day to getting there and doing it. You feel me? I know stepping into a new identity can be a little daunting, but overcoming fear and doubt is one of the most vital things to, changing yourself and becoming the person that you want to be. But overcoming fear and doubt really just does start with self-awareness, because you got to remember that you are not your thoughts. You're going to have thoughts of doubt, and you're going to have negative thoughts that come into your mind. But when they come in, can you pick up on them? And can you do so regularly? And when the negative thoughts start coming in, can you demonstrate a positive mindset? Do you have the ability to identify the silver lining in your reality, in yourself, and look through that lens and allow that positivity to guide you moving forward, right? My best piece of advice for anybody who is struggling with overcoming the fear and doubt of stepping into a new identity and becoming the person that they want to be: practice self-awareness, monitor your unconscious thoughts, and catch yourself time and time again. And the more you do this, the more you catch those thoughts and turn them into positive ways of thinking, the more natural this positive mindset becomes and the less daunting this fear becomes. Obviously, changing yourself won't happen overnight. And as I've continually made note of in this video, it will require a lot of patience and persistence, but even more so, focus. For me personally, my focus comes from desire and reaffirming what my desires are. And that's why I say writing them down is so powerful, because when you write them down and you read them and you go over them again, you feel inspired again and you're reminded of your objectives. And it really does allow you to obtain like a newer level of focus. And I'm here to tell you right now, y'all, like, you're more than capable. You just need to be willing to be uncomfortable for a short period of time, to the point where these habits become so ingrained in your mind that you begin to feel uncomfortable when you don't practice these habits. That's when you have really found your rhythm, okay? And I want y'all to know, I got confidence in y'all. I got belief in you. You can do it. It just requires consistency and persistence. And I encourage you to start implementing these things right away. Don't wait. Man, if this video resonated with you, share with someone who needs a little extra motivation. You get what I'm saying? And also consider subscribing to the channel, you know, dropping more videos like this on the regular. Again, most people don't have the attention span to even watch a video like this all the way through because their mind is all over the place. But you're clearly different and we are aligned to a certain degree. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you tuning in and chopping it up with me. Sending you lots of love and positive energy, man. It's your boy KT signing off. I will check y'all in the next video, man. Later.